Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put in the back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
So, moving on to fight number 8 for section 21. How's everybody doing out there once again? Welcome back to Villain Wars for section 21. This is the 8th fight in this section, and I hope you enjoyed the previous 7. But I got a fight for you guys. Check it out. Taskmaster from Marvel Comics versus Vega from Street Fighter. So yeah, we got Taskmaster versus Vega. Let's get right into this, shall we? So we're gonna start off with Tony Masters, aka Taskmaster. What can I say about Taskmaster? Is he kind of the quintessential, how can I put it, Deathstroke of the Marvel Universe? Maybe. He's kind of depicted as a supervillain or anti-hero, created by George Perez and David Michelin. I'm probably pronouncing that right. And he's supposed to be an Avenger villain, but then became more of a villain for Deadpool. Now, as you all know, Taskmaster is a highly skilled professional who has trained many villains and heroes in the art of combat. One particular, Spider-Woman, Jessica Jones, was trained by Taskmaster. Now, the one thing about Taskmaster that is interesting, and I think everybody should know, is that though he doesn't really have any powers, he has the ability of muscle memory. He can watch you and mimic your abilities, mimic your fighting style. So if he watches, he can mimic. He's mimicked people like Elektra, Iron Fist, Shang-Chi. He's mimicked very great swordsmen like Black Knight, Silver Samurai, Swordsman. Even great marksmen like how he'll mimic how Captain America throws his shield. He'll throw it just like Cap. He's mimic how Hawkeye shoots an arrow. He'll shoot an arrow just like Cap. Or just various people. However, though he can mimic their moves, he cannot mimic their, like someone, a super powered hero in terms of their powers. But that, like, for example, he can study how Spider-Man moves and fights, but he can't match Spider-Man in his strength or nearly his agility and things like that. So it's a lot different, but he's still a force to be reckoned with, and nobody takes him lightly in a fight. But he has a variety of arsenal weapons that he carries. From, most common, you see him carry his sword. He also carries a replica of like Captain America's shield. He does carry a bow and arrow, and at times a billy club. And I've seen him also carry like nunchucks and firearms as well. And but he's Taskmaster is a definite guy you don't want to be screwing with, definitely at all. So we move on to his combatant, the challenger, And here's another guy you don't want to be screwing with. And we move on to the world of Street Fighter, and we move to the man known as Vega. Vega, also known as the Spanish Ninja. He is one bloodthirsty freak. Let's just put it like that. Vega works for Shadowlaw. He is pretty much the go-to guy for Bison in terms of taking out somebody silent and quickly. But unfortunately, Vega likes to play with his victims. He's sadistic. He's very vain. You know, the reason why he wears that hockey mask, because he's very beautiful and very good looking, and you know, he doesn't want to see his beautiful face messed up by the ugliness of the world. You know, so if God forbid, if someone is more prettier than him, yeah, you're gonna get your face fucked up. He's going right after your face. He wears a gauntlet on his hand that has 3, I believe, 9-inch claws on it, and that's his weapon of choice. He's very fast, very agile. Hence, like I said, his nickname is the Spanish Ninja. He is, for a man his size, because he's very tall, he moves like a lightweight. And Vega definitely, like I said, he's very vain. That's his biggest flaw. You mess up his face, he gets sloppy, but he can also get deadlier too. But still, his face means everything, and you screw with that, you can beat him. It's not going to be easy, but you can beat him. But he's still deadly, nonetheless. So let's move on to the battle breakdown, shall we? The breakdown. Alright, so we have Taskmaster versus Vega. Marvel versus Capcom. I could see this fight dead end to rights for a lot of it, because of the fact Taskmaster's gonna just watch how Vega moves, how he fights, and he's gonna mimic it. He's gonna mimic it to the wire, and that could be also a game of wits in terms of, okay, this guy can mimic me, and Vega could look at it like, okay, this guy can mimic me, and he probably can mimic how I move, but he's not as fast as me. But then, of course, Taskmaster could find out Vega's weakness, his vainness. You know, him being very conscious about his face, his beauty, and he could play that up and use that to his advantage. So, for me, Taskmaster has to just do 2 things: aim for the face, hurt it, scar it. Vega gets upset and sick and crazed, and you know, my beautiful face, you know, and there you go. But then on the other side, Vega, even though Taskmaster can mimic his speed, mimic his abilities, his agility and stuff, Vega's very fast, and all Vega needs to do is use that speed, that speed that has made him such a deadly opposition, and find a way of beating Taskmaster. Taskmaster is not unbeatable, but it's just trying to get past his muscle memory ability, where he can just mimic how somebody reacts and fights. But to me, guys, I might give this, I might have to give this to Taskmaster, just by a little bit. That's just me. But what about you? What say you guys? Taskmaster or Vega? And this is Malvern and Kid coming to you again with my fantasy fights for Section 21 Villain Wars. I will see you guys real soon with another fight, coming to you from Lacanis. I'll see you then. Take care.